you guys? We're here. We're making it happen. Yes, we are, you guys. Welcome to your motherfucking Thursday night. Hard-headed comedy is bringing back Still Standing Monologues. I am your host for this evening, Luz Michelle. Yes, take it all in. Hold on. Oh, there's so much people here. Oh, look at all. Can you hear that? Thank you so much. We got a packed house here tonight, you guys. Packed house. And as you can see on the screen, I have your amazing, extremely talented, beautiful lineup for tonight. Who are you going to get to know in a couple of minutes? We're going to go.
Did she freeze?
I think you froze.
I think you froze.
I'm back.
This is great.
It's so good.
Woo!
I love a big ego. I'm not ashamed to say, like 3.5 minutes ago, the live button didn't get hit, and we were just doing our thing. So it's that kind of night. Let's just hope everyone keeps their clothes on, right? We're good. We're good, right? We're good. We're good. But you guys, it's Thursday night, indoor comedy. It's a little questionable right now. So I felt it was time, to do the damn virtual dance. It's something I felt like doing virtual comedy during the pandemic and then returning to real life. I felt like I had more tools in my belt. I don't know if I'm alone with this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I felt like I always lived for the feedback, right? Like if they didn't laugh, then I have to edit it and take it away and it's done. But it's like, for like how long? 9 months, 90 months, like however long it was. Like, it was pure fucking silence. So it's like on stage, you're like, you can't break me. I'm not gonna give up. But the winter is upon us. I learned about 2 years ago that I get like seasonal depression, which I find very funny because I have depression throughout the year. We all know how it goes. It goes in waves. So when my doctor was like, oh, it's seasonal depression, I was like, well, what does that mean? So then it's summer depression, right? Like fall depression, spring depression. Like what is, okay, fine. I have seasonal depression come mid-December on. But I will say I've been doing a lot of self-work because I just got to the point where it was time. And then with all that's like going on and seasonal depression, I've been doing a lot of things for the first, I think I'm up to like 11 minutes when I wake up in the morning. Like I'm not kidding. Because I don't want to get depressed again. I don't want to go down the rat hole. Like look the back of me. I'm like, everything has to be happy. Everything has to be happy. Everything has to be fucking happy. So every morning I wake up, my first thought has to be positive. Because I didn't realize I was doing that. And I must have been doing this for like 15 years. That I wake up and my first thought would be like, what didn't I do? What do I need to do today? Like all this like rat race. Turns out that's really unhealthy and sets the tone of the day. So I now make myself, no matter what, I have first thought is positive. Even if it starts off like 5 seconds of negativity, I bring in something just, I'm thankful for my husband, or I'm thankful for the sky, like just something. And then I do Chinese medicine. So real quick, I do this 36 times. I do this on each wrist 36 times. Then I do this 36 times. Then I slap my knees 36 times. Then I go into the bathroom and I put my face in a freezing cold sink for 7 seconds. Then I get out of it and I do deep breath meditations. That's how I start my fucking day. So I'm in a good mood. Yay. Tone of the fucking day. And I feel like the hardest part has been the stretches. Because even that too, like I work out. Like, I mean, not consistently, but I work out. But it was like basic stretches. It was like I felt pain like head to toe of my body. Like what is that? What is that? What? What's wrong? So yeah, that's been going on. Good times happening in New York, right? They passed the law on Monday that you have to be vaxxed. If not, then you have to be masked. I find it funny because we were doing this, right? We were doing this before Monday. It was just called the honor system. Yeah, honor system. Yeah, honor system in New York. That was interesting. How many places on the door it was like, if you're vaxxed, then you don't have to mask. But nobody was checking. Like nobody was fucking checking. Like what? Honor system in New York. You see a man or a woman masturbate on a fucking train at least once a week. And honestly, are you fucking kidding me? I've seen a human being take a shit when the fucking doors were opening on like the F train in Brooklyn not too long ago. Okay? An honor system. And my favorite people, and I can say this because I lived there for a bit, are the people in Staten Island, because they're all making like boards and they're in the streets and they're screaming, my body, my right, my body, my right. And I'm like, welcome to women's rights. How does that feel? Someone telling you what you can and cannot do with your body, and you're never going to meet them. That's not supposed to be funny. I'm just using my platform, I'm just going to say it, But yeah, New York is still New York, even though as crazy as it's been and everything that we've been through, it is still New York, and I'm still very, very, very grateful to be here. Very grateful to be here.
Woo!
Woo. So now, you guys, I'm going to go over a little bit of today in history because why not? So, on December 16th in 1773, does anybody know what happened today?
Boston Tea Party.
Yes, the Boston Tea Party!
Yes. That's awesome.
They threw 342 chests into the harbor. Like, okay. Good for you, Calvin. I don't think I would have known that. I don't know, but it is like one of those dates, right? You just
I watch a
remember
lot of
the
Jeopardy.
song. That was great. Also in today, in 1989, The Simpsons premiered in the United States. The Simpsons, 1989. I don't know why I thought it was more early 80s, but yeah, 1989. Did you guys watch The Simpsons?
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. I fell off, but I will always remember my favorite episode of all time with The Simpsons was when Homer went into the real world and he was still a cartoon. What? I was blown away. Also, today is National Covered in Chocolate Day. No, I read it wrong. National Chocolate Covered in Everything Day. You heard it here first, you guys. And now I'm going to leave you guys with the top news of page 6 because I'm not ashamed to admit it. I read it every day. I read it every day. There's something about like a guilty pleasure. Like, oh, I don't want to know, but I want to know. I hate all of you, but I want to know. So, Snooki is returning to the Jersey Shore TV show. Yes, she is. She's returning. What else we got here? We got Catherine Zeta-Jones is pregnant with her second child. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Megan Fox got her lips done for the second time. No, she didn't. It's the 5th time. What else do we got? Oh, Kim Kardashian regrets telling Kanye to take off his MAGA hat. She feels it had something to do with his mental health.
Oh, boy.
Not at all. And last but not least, I'm sure most of us know, but Big from Sex and the City is dead. Okay, he's dead. He's dead. And then Peloton was like, oh my God. And they made him do a commercial and everything was happy. And now Big is up for sexual assault. So he got dropped. Okay, we're all caught up. All right, you guys. Are you ready to get the train going? I think Just as a little reminder, I will have everybody's Instagram running at the bottom of the screen, just like that. Give a follow. They're all amazing. Support them on every single platform. Support them on virtual comedy. Support them in live comedy. Fingers crossed. But you guys, it's time. I want you to get your hands together. This lady, she's a Toronto-based comedian who recently was featured at the 2021 Burbank Comedy Festival, and she hosts the YouTube baking series, I'll Be Fine, a baking show. You guys, put your hands together for Miss Kelly Zemnickens.
Woo! 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 Hey! I love the hat. I love the hat thing. Oh, thank you. Thank you. This is the best.
Love you.
I'm loving this. This is awesome. Thank you so much, Luz. Yes, I'm Kelly Zemnickens. I'm up here in Toronto, Canada. So as a Canadian, I'm just going to do a tight 10 on apologies. I'm just going to apologize. What do you want me to apologize for? I'll take it on. Man, it's crazy. I'm wondering about this new variant. I just have a couple questions. First off, who is its agent? I would like to know who is repping Omicron because it's getting so much work. Like, what the heck? I don't understand. It kind of reminds me of, and I'm sure we've all had this experience of when we go to a mic and there's someone up there for the first time. They're not that great. But then we see them like a week later and they've got a Netflix special. Like, what is happening? That's what I feel like this is like. My other question is, who the hell ordered the remake of 2020? I don't know who did that. I'm wondering if it's the same asshat who thought remaking The Princess Bride was a good idea. Because that's...
Oh.
I hope that's not happening. I hope that is off the table because that movie is gold. Don't touch it. It was so good. I took up a fun little hobby this past year. A lot of my friends were getting into gardening and baking. I was doing that long before the pandemic started. What I started in 2021 was drugs. Yeah. Thanks, friends. Yeah, man. Give it up if you too found out you had anemia in 2021. Yeah, I'm doing the hard shit now, just this really hard to digest iron supplement every day. No, it's great. It's great. I'm assuming everyone else here in the room is also anemic because you were too tired to raise the roof. I get it. But yeah, but I found out a couple days ago that my hemoglobin level has gone up. So I guess that just goes to show that doing drugs is a good thing. Do more drugs, everyone.
Woo!
That's what I will leave you with. Thank you. Thank you. Oh man. When folks hear that I'm from Canada, especially my American friends, I find you guys kind of look at me with this little glint in your eye because you know that I possess the shiny apple that is universal health care. I understand. She is a very tantalizing fruit. I get it. As grateful as I am, I will say, when things are free, you often get what you don't pay for. When things are free, I'm just gonna put that on the table. Oftentimes up here, you may see your doctor, and your doctor will be all, "This is an urgent matter. We must take care of this urgently. So come back in 7 months." And you're like, "What? What version of urgent were you taught in med school, dude?" It's like it's a long way away. Yeah. The wait times here are insane. They're really, really crazy. You know, the medical symbol is that like snake wrapped around the coil. Fun fact, in Canada, we have a different symbol. It's just a dude with his fingers crossed. That's what it is there. Here's hoping we figure out what's wrong with you and you're alive when we do. So fun. It's so fun. I've had a great day. I gotta say, I've been crying most of the day. Just crying. I am fine, friends. I'm fine. I'm just a woman in her mid-40s, so this is pretty normal now. You know? Yeah, I'm sure it fusing like a phone that got dropped in water. It's great. It's really wonderful. So I think tonight I'm just going to, snuggle up in a little bag of rice and just see if that does the trick. Should be good by morning. Hopefully. Oh man, I'm loving this laughter. This is great.
You're doing great. I love you.
Yes. But yeah, I'm very hormonal because I'm going through something called perimenopause, which has been a goddamn treat to experience in a pandemic. It's been amazing because I've been playing like a solid daily game of am I having a hot flash or is this a COVID-induced fever? Like what is going on with my body? It is the worst. I do not like it. I really don't. For those who aren't aware, perimenopause is basically the rest stop on the highway to menopause. You just hang out here for, I don't know, 4 years or maybe a decade. Science just never bothered to narrow that window. They were too busy making things like the turducken. It's more important how to put meat in meat in meat. That's way more important. Yeah, it's great. It's great. My period now is on its own schedule. Our timelines. It's fun to play surprise period. Will this be 25 days or 45? Who knows? Who the hell knows? Yeah, it's really awesome. I've often thought that perimenopause would make a super fun roller coaster at Six Flags. It would be a good ride. The ride would stop, it would start, it would go up, it would go down. It's hot, it's cold. I need donuts. Are those puppies? Just so many things. So many things. Yeah. I've wondered at times, how my sisters of 1918 went through a pandemic and perimenopause. Like, how did these women do this? And I know, I do. Yeah, they died. They died. Way easier, I think. Way easier. One good thing that has happened to me in 2021 is that I found love. I did fall in love this year, which was
nice.
Thanks, man. Yeah, love is a good thing. It is. I met my boyfriend in a Zoom meeting. I didn't say zoo. I said Zoom meeting. That is how we met. And for like the first 7 months, we were just online dating because I live in Canada. He's in the States. So we couldn't meet. And my friends were asking me things like, what's the new guy like, Kelly? And all I could say was, well, he is a delicious 1080 pixels. Yeah. And because he's in America, he got to tell his friends that his girlfriend lived in Canada. So wink. Of course she does. Yeah. It was great, man. It was great. 7 months of online dating, and it was amazing. We were finally able to meet, and he dumped me.
Oh,
I know, right?
God. I need
Ooh.
Thank you, friends. Thank you. Yeah, it sucks. But you know what? I'm doing okay because it turns out those Zoom gods the whole time were correct. Yeah, our connection was unstable. They know. They just know. Yeah. But yeah, it kind of got to a point where we became friends with benefits. Like that's basically what it turned into. And he couldn't agree to this. He was like, I don't know. I was like, what are we not agreeing to, Val? Like, are you not agreeing that we're friends or that sex with me is a benefit? Like, where's the disconnect? You know, or maybe because he's American, he just freaked out over the word benefit. Maybe that's what he got so upset about. I don't know. Anyways, friends, I've been Kelly Zemnickas. Have an awesome New Year and holiday.
Give it up for Miss Kelly Zemnickas. Yes, Kelly. I gotta work on that because it just goes silent. So how is it right now in Canada? Is the border open or is it closed?
Now they've just reinstated the rule that we cannot leave the country unless it's essential. So all the shows I had booked for January in the States have had to be postponed.
Wow. Did they give a time limit on that or?
Right now it's for a month. But it's bad here. It truly feels like we've gone right back to March 2020. It's insane.
It feels like that here too, Kelly,
Yeah.
Honestly. You know, let's not get all dark, but you know, it is. The numbers they're higher than they were during the pandemic. And the funny thing is, well, it's not funny, but when a friend of mine was reading that to me, they said it so nonchalant. You know, like they were just like, oh, the numbers, they surpassed 2020.
Yeah.
Oh my God, look who got married. You know, like it was just like the conversation just kept going, you know, and I'm like, wait, what? The numbers surpassed? We gotta get out of here. All right, you guys, it's time to bring the next comedian to the stage. This young fella, he's based out of Jersey City and he's appeared on MTV. And he has his own podcast called the Nas Cast. Please put your hands together for Mr. Gregory Hall.
Yay!
I just want to give myself a shout out for this great bowl I purchased. I look like Gandalf the Great.
Oh, that's good. Looks like a pipe.
It is.
You know, like a...
I feel like Gandalf the Great from Lord of the Rings. I feel so sophisticated. Thank you. You know, Luz, you know, you mentioned, you know, you have your whole morning routine and it's Chinese medicine and it's 36 times and 7. And I'm like, and you're from Staten Island. I'm sitting there like, well, all she misses is a Wu-Tang record. Shit. Like,
oh, shit.
36 chambers. I was like, you old dirty bastard. That routine. Oh, wow. Yeah, but you know what? It's a lot going on, and you know what's funny? You know, during these times, people have lately, even I have, you know, gotten spiritual. You know, spirituality is a big thing. You know what I mean? But I feel like, and I don't know if this is just me, but I feel like people are taking it a little bit too far. You know what I mean? Like they're using that as an excuse for everything. Like we're not too far off for a dude being in court. Like, Your Honor, I'm pleading not guilty on the grounds that it was Mercury was in retrograde. Like, you can't use the fact that you're a Sagittarius to get off for murder one. Like, yeah, yeah, you know what Sagittarius. It's in the chart. We flip out. It's like, no, you're an asshole. That's what you are. Like, it's weird. And then and I'm watching the news. I'm hearing even more crazy shit. Now they making robots now. Now that's like actual thing. Like science fiction has come into life. It's some weird, crazy shit, man. People are excited about it. They're like, oh man, the robots could think for themselves. They could even reproduce. And in my black ass mind, I'm thinking like, one of these robots are gonna be fucking racist. Like, who are programming these robots? Because the last thing I need is to be stopped by a robot cop and called a nigga. Like, no, let's not. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't. But yeah, this world's crazy. I'm a comedian like the rest of you guys, so I'm broke. And now that, things are shutting down, I kind of had to reevaluate my life, and I think I'm in the wrong business. I think I'm going to be an ordained minister. I think I'm going to be a minister. I think it's time for me to turn my life to God, not because I want to get close to God, it's because like I want to be rich. Like, have you seen fucking Joel Osteen's church? Like, dude's mansion, he's like 8 Lamborghinis. And then this is the crazy part, because I'm saying, like, how are these like mega churches and preachers are getting all this money? I never knew this. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm living on the rock. But when you belong a church or a parish or whatever, you got to give what? Like, you're required to give 10% of your income. So I'm sitting there like, well, damn, I didn't know God was a drug dealer. Like, the church is a trap house. Like, what the fuck? This is like, yo, wait a minute, hold on. I get this. I don't want to go to church and get stuck up like this. Is weird. Like, really, I'm like, I'm in the wrong business. Shit, I could do some preaching. I just want the money. Shit. Because if you really think, y'all agree with me. See. See, I feel like religion, if you think about it, religion is the most gangster shit ever. It is way more gangster than selling drugs, robbing people. Like, it's the most gangster shit. Like, think about it. Like, even the way how Jesus got taken out. Jesus got taken out because he got snitched on by Judas. Like, that's some drug dealer shit. That's some crazy, that's some gangster shit. Like, yo, that nigga over there, he think he all that, but he can walk on water. Fuck him. I got something for him. You know what I'm saying? He got taken out like Jesus got taken out like Scarface. But like, the funny thing about that story is that Jesus, and people gonna be like, oh, that's messed up you saying, but whatever, fuck y'all. Jesus was a punk. Jesus, because he came back, right? He came back to life and did nothing. He just like, bye. I'm like, fuck that. They left permanent holes in your hands and feet. Fuck that. I got them damn apostles rolled up. Because, like, think about it. In the Bible, they're called apostles. In my world, where I'm from, when you got 12 niggas following you, that is a gang. Okay? Like, let's cut the shit. That is a gang. Okay, I'm gonna drop my phone. Y'all about to strike. Talk about me, nigga. I got stuff for your ass. But yes, I don't know if y'all knows, I smoke a lot of weed. The sound of my voice. But yes, I love weed. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm tired of all these crazy strains and exotics. Like, I don't, remember when you can remember like 1995 Mob Deep dirt weed? Like, sometimes like, Luz, you probably have gone to like projects and like, can I get a dime bag or something?
Oh man. You don't even know, baby. You don't even know. Getting a dime bag in 1991 was really
interesting. Loses like shit. Raekwon was my dealer. Then him and Ghost got a record deal, and I was like, oh, out, man. Like, I just miss regular weed, man. And my girlfriend, she's a major stoner. She's, that's one of the things we bonded on. But she was just like more of an advanced stoner, and she had me smoking some shit called like banana pop rocks. I was like, what?
What's that?
I'm borderline diabetic. I don't know if I want to smoke that. I smoked it. That shit had me staring at the dashboard for 3 hours.
Yes, it did.
I had no depth perception. I thought I was walking on the moon. It was crazy. It was a good time, though. It was a good time. It really was. But a lot of things have happened. Despite this year, a lot of good things have happened. I am officially divorced, which I'm happy about.
Wait, hold on.
Damn, overload. I'm officially divorced. But I gotta tell you, before I had gotten into this beautiful relationship that I'm in right now, I was in the dating scene, and man, that shit fucking sucks. Like I get it. I get it now. Like I get it. Like that's some oof, man. I went on a date with this one girl, and I thought we had something in common because she was a stoner too. And so we're on the date, and it's going well, and we're smoking a blunt. But midway through the blunt, she stops and goes, "This is like my 18 blunt of the day. I'm not high.
Damn.
I get ready for crack." I was like, "What?" He was like, "What? I'm just playing." I was like, "I know, but why did you choose crack? Like, why? Like, this isn't the 80s. Like, what is weird?" So now I'm in a very, very loving relationship, which I'm very happy about. But I will say, man, I give my girlfriend a lot of credit because, you know, she's dating a divorcee. You know, I've been through a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Essentially, she adopted a rescue dog. That's what I am. I am a rescue dog. Like, she gave me a home. She feeds me. Every time she goes out, she has to give trigger warnings. Like, this is my boyfriend, Gregory. I saved him from a 10-year marriage. So sweet. He's a little skittish if he freaks out. Oh, and thank you guys for doing this hat theme. I have my bonnet on. I'm looking like somebody's black ass auntie on a Sunday afternoon after church. Frying chicken. So I was like, yeah, I'll put on the bonnet, you know. I'm a big animal lover. I love animals. You remember those animal commercials?
Hi.
Hi.
It's like magic. Remember those animal commercials? That Sarah McLachlan used to sing. Remember you. Yeah, I'm also divorced. No, I'm not. But my ex is. He's not the guy I was dating. Although I'm sure he's lovely.
Oh my God.
So it's still shitty up here. We still have COVID. That's my
It was like Russian roulette. It was like Kelly.
Yeah.
Gregory's back. Gregory's back. I'm gonna bring him back in.
Okay. It's like nothing ever happened.
Don't worry, Gregory.
Oh,
Gregory.
Kelly just
So
improv.
So animals. We were talking about animals. We were talking about animals.
I'm gonna end my thank you. Thank you.
Here's a cat.
Oh my God.
Oh, Gregory, we love you. We love you. Give it up for Mr. Gregory Hall. Mr. Greg. Oh, now it's working. Now it's working. What the fuck? I think it's like 99% of full moon too, right? It's like something like that is happening.
Oh, that's funny.
That was good though, Kelly. You just, you grabbed it and you went with it.
Okay.
That was very improv. It was like yes and that was great. Oh man, Gregory. Yeah, I actually he's gone again.
Oh no.
Bye. But he was talking about, drugs. I remember I'm dating myself, but this was way back. I was in Hunka Bunka in New Jersey at a club with a friend, and I started dancing with some guy on the dance floor. Now, this was like over 20 years ago, so, no canceling me. But I'm on the dance floor. I'm dancing with some guy. I have no idea who the fuck he is, and I took a bump. I took a bump. It was fine.
Yeah.
So we're continuing, we're dancing, and he's like, how does that feel? And I'm like, what? And he's like, how does the feel? And I'm like, the coke? And he's like, the meth. How does the meth feel? And I was like, the meth? All right. Whoa. You can't just give a fucking girl a bump of meth. Like, what? No. No. Like, I had a list. No crack, no heroin, no meth. You know, like, what? What? Do you know? This motherfucker called me like for 2 weeks straight and I didn't pick up the phone. What's the matter with you? Meth. What the fuck? And now I have a daughter. You know, I'm like, you're never going out. Men are evil. Not all of them. Not all of them. Not all of them. All right, you guys, it is time to bring our next comedian on. Anything can happen, but don't worry, we're all prepared.
I'm ready.
All right, you guys, this next comedian was featured in the KPFK Radio LA Stonewall Stories of Pride. And she would really like to be featured in BTS's own Jin's Dreams. I hope her dreams come true. Please welcome to the stage, Miss Srilata Rajamani.
Thank you so much. This was so cool. I saw everyone wearing holiday hats, and all I had was like the bat smile thing. So I was like, oh, sure, I'm going to join. This is what I Hindu wears during Christian and Jewish holidays. Okay. It's nice though. It's nice doing this without a mask. Like this week, actually, I went to a mic, and the first thing I heard was all shows are closing in Brooklyn because of some COVID outbreak. And I was in Brooklyn. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this set through my mask, 5 layers of material and Indian accent. That's what I did. All my jokes, it was horrible. And here's the worst thing when you're doing comedy with a mask on. It's like when you're applauding others, that you have to be extremely physical. And honestly, no jokes are worth me going that much apart from the present company. You're all funny. But in general, it was not. And otherwise, I'm like, if I'm just showing my eyes expression, like my eyes, the expression ranges from a sociopathic Mona Lisa to straight up that person in the Munch painting who's screaming. Like basically that's it. It is not a compliment. So yeah, this week has been tough. The Omicron thing. I am opposed to the name Omicron. Okay, like I know everyone is tired of the variants, but I'm also tired of the stupid ass Greek alphabets they are giving for the for the names of the variants. Just choose numbers, because Omicron. First of all, it is hard for a lot of people in the world to pronounce it. Okay, so it's basically anti-people of color right out there. But secondly, it's a shitty name. It sounds like the name of an affordable Tesla. And we all know that is fake news. So who the heck is going to believe in the Omicron? No one. So I'm suggesting please change it into like 21 or something. And then probably, like creepy men will stop getting, interested in it. And they will just be like, yeah, we don't want this in our lives. And they may get vaccinated. So public service announcement. Speaking of that, seriously, it's been weird. Like the holiday season in my neighborhood in Midtown, New York, began with like the police protesting that they did not want to get vaccinated. The New York governor had signed an order mandating everyone, all the state employees, to get vaccinated, and the police were protesting that they didn't want to get forced to get vaccinated, which surprised me a lot because I thought the NYPD was all about that immunity, right? NYPD. So but here's my next question. If COVID takes down NYPD, can we call it the silver bullet? Is that allowed? This is my question. All right. So I went to California during this season, and I went to do comedy. And here's what that was my first visit in years. And here's how I know I've gotten used to the East Coast public transportation system. In California, I was literally looking for a place to stay near public transportation. And that is when I discovered that there is a thing called public transportation Google reviews that actually exist. So this one existed for a station near my hotel. 3 people had given it 1-star reviews because that station only had one working escalator. All right, so I'm going to state it again for emphasis. That station had one working escalator, and 3 people gave it a negative review because it only had one working escalator. Whereas I from New York was shocked because I would be grateful if my station had like one working set of stairs. you know, expectation, right? And when I go down the set stairs, I would be even more grateful if I didn't have somebody stop me and ask me to blow him like that. I am asexual celibate. I haven't blown a bubble gum in 20 years. Okay, so this is the problem. California has another. Everyone has been talking about. Okay, I also saw my first weed in California, like in hand.
Weed.
So this is what happened. I went to do a comedy thing, and the swag bag in that festival thing, because swag bag is how it is just another way comedians don't get paid real money. By the way, anyway, took the swag back to my hotel, opened a T-shirt, a bar of chocolate, and a Ziploc bag with two circles of a green substance. Now, because this is San Francisco and I'm square, I thought this green substance was henna. I opened it and I discovered it is weed, and then I started hiking. Okay, because I'm pro weed. In theory, I am pro weed. All right, I would campaign for the right to everyone to have free weed, but I it have in hand. What do I do? This is like like PTSD from being an immigrant on a worker visa. Like, we are not allowed to have anything. We have to be careful. Like, I am like, oh my god, what if I get arrested? Will I have vegetarian food in prison? Am I breaking state laws? Having weed inside a Marriott? What is happening? And then I'm thinking, I should get rid of this. I go to flush it down the toilet. But what if I flush it and some fish eats it and they get poisoned to death or something? Well, I mean, there is an Indian god that is fish. I'm pretty sure of that. So am I committing a crime? It was just weird. And I'm so worried. And then I start, without even weed, even consuming weed, I was going through paranoia basically. And then I went to the way I thought of getting rid of it was to go to Facebook and make a public post with the packet of weed in my hand, a shot, a picture of that, and I'm posting, I have weed, does anyone want it? Because obviously it's a way to avoid a criminal charge, right? And now I'm getting messages from people that I don't even know. And then my friend Al texts me from LA. He's not a comedian, by the way, just a regular friend. And he says, oh yeah, send it to me. And I'm like, cool, I will. And he said, I'll pay for shipping. And I said, it's okay. It's just a pretty small bag. It doesn't cost much. And he says, no, you can't send weed just like that. You have to say, you'll be breaking some kind of a law. What you have to do is buy a hardcover book, dig a hole into one of the pages, put the packet of weed in it. And this is a real conversation. I can share screenshots with anybody right now. Put the packet of weed inside the book and then mail the book. And I am thinking, am I living in the pages of the Maltese Falcon? This was my weed experience. Okay. So that it taught me this valuable lesson, which is I should have had more respect for drug dealers over the years. I disdained them, thinking they are just criminals, but they also had good qualities. Like, drug dealers can sell shit even amidst, like high protection areas like schools and prisons. They can still sell their stuff, right? They have that ability to get rid of stuff. Now, drug dealers also, when they are caught with the stuff, they will flush it down the toilet, right? Because they don't have any regard for marine life. All right. Third, drug dealers can walk with drugs. So, they will swallow balloons filled with drugs and they will walk through security. Meanwhile, and they will do that with confidence. Okay. I, meanwhile, lose confidence if I put my AirPods in the wrong ear hole. Like, I'll be walking cool, putting the AirPods. I'll be like, oh, nonchalantly, I'll start putting it in. Wrong hole, and I become chalant. Okay. I am really a mess. This is just like lack of confidence thing. Like, I don't have confidence for anything. Like, seriously, I once apologized to a guy who hit me with his car. Like, I was in the crosswalk. I am walking in green light. He hit me and he rolls down the window and says, I'm sorry, it was dark. I did not see you. And I then said, I am sorry. Like, I'm sorry that I was in the crosswalk in green light where I'm supposed to be. Like, my body was the pebble on your highway to prosperity. I apologize to that guy. I don't know. Confidence is a thing, man. Like, New York trains are amazing, which teaches you lessons in confidence every single day. I think, like, I saw a young couple just a few days ago eating fries in the train, okay, and on the seat, and so they dropped some fries on the seat, and then the lady in the couple started eating the fries that had fallen in the seat of the train. Correct. All right. And the man in the couple started taking a video, an Instagram live, and I know it is Instagram live because I was like I creeped behind them to watch what they were doing. Okay, like under the mask, I feel very creepy and powerful, so I'm capable of anything. So I am watching the Instagram live. I'm watching Love Reacts come in there, and that was like for me the thing. This is the height of like young people privilege, because young American people privilege, by the way, because if I was like on Instagram live eating fries off of the seat of a train, my mom would think I lost my job. All right. And then she would be like, why did you go to New York? Why? This is what happens if you don't listen to us. This is why we love your brother better. And then she would send me some money because, Indian moms do that. So I do think, what else? Pandemic. The most tedious people in the pandemic, for me, have been the people who constantly talk about meal preps. Okay, I don't know if you know them. They are the people I'm surrounded with. They will say, oh, through the pandemic, we started meal prepping every day. Like, how tedious is your life if you plan what you're going to eat for the entire week? You are the kind of person who also runs, even if it is snowing outside, wearing shorts, and then talks about it all the time. Like, you are the kind of person whose glasses separate at the center. You're a good person, probably. Okay, you're a good person, but I don't like you. Like, that's I raised a child alone, a child with food allergies. I never called it meal prep. I called it putting everything inside the pressure cooker and expecting a miracle. Like, that's what it was for me. Like, I spent the pandemic reading erotic manga, okay? And that was a better use of my time. That was amazing. Like, in there, I learned the existence of cock rings, okay? It's an ornament that is put in the penis. Now, I'm a Hindu. I like jewelry. I'm on board, right? But how do you size? Like, it raised questions. Educationally, I became more aware. How do you size the cock ring? Like, basically, the organ grows when it is supposed to be in a certain situation. That's the purpose of a penis. So, is it to size or bigger? Like, I thought people would buy cock rings the way my parents bought shoes for me when I was a child. They would be like, let's get it one size bigger. She will grow into it. So I think that is how the cock rings are purchased in manga. Second thing, anal beads. Okay, amazing. Another jewel. Like anal beads are fantastic, like the perfect sphincter necklace, right? And in the manga that I've read, they kind of put a lot of them into the butthole. So then I was curious, how much space exists inside an average butthole? And I looked it up online. There is enough space for 2 baby raccoons inside an average butthole. Okay. So now, raccoons up and top of each other or sideways, I don't know. But I realized there is enough space in an average butthole than I have in the kitchen counter in my tiny apartment. Like, that is basically a fact of life. So now, every time I put my cutting board over the sink because I have no space anywhere else, I think of the anal sphincter, and I think of anal beads, and it makes me feel happy. So I'm just going to end on this. Massachusetts passed a law recently that all the hens, the chickens that lay eggs, those eggs, the space there must be at least 1.5 meters for each chicken. Otherwise, those eggs will not be sold in the state of Massachusetts. So now I'm thinking that basically, if, extrapolating it to somebody my age and her size and everything, I'm living in a pretty tiny apartment. So if I laid an egg, I couldn't sell it in the state of Massachusetts. But all right. If Massachusetts chickens can lay eggs inside my butthole, and that can be sold in the state of Massachusetts. This is amazing. Epiphany. Thank you so much, Luz. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm Srilata. Happy holidays.
Yay! Srilata, raise some money. Talking about the buttholes. I love it. I love it. It's true, because you go to some of these sex stores, and they'll show you stuff for your anal, and you're like, really? Wow. Does it go that way? Okay. And when you spoke about the subway system, I have been obsessed with this TikTok page called Subway Creatures.
Oh,
Oh my God. They capture everything that makes your skin crawl, everything you love about New York, hate about New York. It's like, and sometimes they'll do slideshows. So if the theme is like women with their tits out, it'll be like 7 or like 8 pictures in a row of women on the subway with their tits out. Crazy. And yeah, confidence, it's a thing, right? Confidence is it's a real thing. I feel like I got hit with that stick when I had kids, especially a daughter. You know, it's like I one time caught her in the mirror. She had a shirt on and it was a little tight. And she's like, I look chubby. And I was like, what? No, you look beautiful, baby. You're beautiful. There's more of you to love. And she was like, okay. And that was it. 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 I can't tell you how many times in my life when I was a kid and I would look in the mirror and be like, I don't get it. My mother would be like, I don't either. And that was it. Learn from your past. All right, you guys, it is time. It is time for your fabulous closer of the evening. This gentleman has appeared on Vice Media and Netflix and was featured in Time Out New York magazine. You guys, put your hands together for one of my favorites, Mr. Calvin Cato.
oh my God. I'm on the big screen. How did I do this? I want to thank the Academy, first of all. Oh my God. BAFTA, thank you so much. Oh my God. Canada's Drag Race, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I feel like Brooklyn Heights. How do I do this? Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little wine drunk right now. I had a lot of time to sit backstage. I bought some New Zealand wine, so I'm gonna be a fun mom, guys. I'm a fun mom tonight. Oh Lordy Lou. Oh my goodness, my nipples are hard.
There you go.
Things aren't working out. It's like it's a year and a half of this. It's a year and a half. And so as a disclaimer, yes, I am wearing a kimono. That is how things go now. I do Zoom shows. I'm still wearing kimonos. I told myself, I'm not going to be doing this in a year. It's been a year and a half. I bought 15 kimonos. I bought 15 kimonos. This pandemic broke me. Okay, I'm done. I'm wearing all the kimonos. I watched all of the Hulu. That's where I'm at now. Not even Netflix. I've gone to Hulu. Okay. Should I buy a Pluto account? I might buy a Pluto TV account. That's where I'm at now. I got to see Pluto TV. Like, it's bad. What happened? I don't know. It's just, it's like, it's hot. And like, I had a taste of being outside. I had a taste of being outside. And I miss outdoor air. Outdoor air tastes so good, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Like, the last time I went outside, I was like, is this oxygen and nitrogen? What is this? Is that argon? I guess it's the argon. The argon, I love it. It tastes like 3%. It's usually 2%. Like, it's so good. Oh boy, I'm wearing Apple earbuds, but they're knockoffs. They're called oranges. It's not working out. What are we doing? I'm glad I'm not doing outdoor comedy shows because the outdoor comedy shows have been a little crunchy. I don't know. 3 people to my right. This is like Love Connection. Like I'm looking at the 3 people. Oh my God. Can you tell I'm over 35? I am. Love Connection. Chuck Woolery. So, oh my God. I did an outdoor. It was the worst outdoor comedy show I've done in a long time. So hear me out. I did an outdoor comedy show in a parking lot. Of a McDonald's parking lot. It gets worse. It's the opposite of the Trevor Project. It gets worse, y'all. McDonald's parking lot. I wasn't loving it. It was very sad. Okay, have you ever been to McDonald's for comedy on purpose? That's not a thing. You go to a McDonald's parking lot to see a homeless man fist fight a pigeon. You don't go to McDonald's for stand-up fucking comedy. That's not a thing.
It's not a thing.
It's not. And then on top of that, it was a drive-in comedy show. So instead of laughter, if people liked your set, they just flash their headlights at you. Do you know how sad that is? Do you know what's worse than doing stand-up comedy to silence? Epilepsy. So much worse. I'm going to tell you right now. Not fun at all. A couple weeks ago, I actually did comedy. I did comedy on a gay cruise, which was so fun. Oh my God. Like I got to headline the gay cruise. It was great. I knew it was a gay cruise because after day 3, I heard an announcement that was like, we are out of rosé. We are out of rosé. Stop ordering rosé. It was really cute. It was fun. I love the gay cruise. It was a lot of semen on semen. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it was fun. The thing is, I almost missed this whole cruise. I almost missed my gig because this is what happened. So I had to fly on an airplane. I don't want to say the name, but let's just say it rhymes with jet poo. So I had to fly jet fucking poo, which sucks. Cause so I got my ticket on jet poo. Here's the thing. On jet poo, you cannot pick your seat. You literally can't pick your seat. You just get there and they give you a seat. And I was like, is this bingo? What is happening right now? I'm going to get there and they're like, okay, your seat is B13. Like, what is going on? Can you be a real fucking airline? So I get to JetPoo and my flight was supposed to leave at 6. And like a good Christian woman, I get there at 4:30. Okay, I'm not taking chances. Listen, I got to take off my shoes already. I know I got a lot to do. I got to take out my baby oil and prove that it's not explosive. Like, I understand I'm Black. I have a lot of moisturizer and shit to bring with me. So I get there early. I get through and I get there at 6. And then they're like, your flight's delayed for 2 hours, which is fine. And then they change the flight. They're like, so the flight's leaving at a gate that's on the opposite end of the terminal that you're at. So now I have to run to the opposite end of the terminal. And it's a lot of running. Okay, like I'm not Jamaican. I'm not Usain Bolt. Why am I running right now? Now I got to run. I'm Jamaican. I don't have kids. I can't run that fast. So like now I got to fucking run to the next gate. I get to the gate and then they're like, oh, sorry, we changed the thing. It's at the previous gate. So I have to run back to the previous gate. I've run out of breath.
Oh,
and then I wait another nightmare. And then I wait another 3 hours. And after 6 hours of waiting, they were like, sorry, we canceled all of the flights for today. And what? I got so angry and I saw red.
Oh
and I was like,
God.
oh,
yeah.
This is how Karens are born. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I was like, I understand how Karens get mad. I was like, I cannot do this. I can't do this. This is unacceptable. Tegan, get my bags, Tegan. I'm not doing this anymore. I need a Chardonnay. I can't. I need to yell at minorities right now. I need to yell at minorities right now. I cannot. I'm not racist. I went to Sarah Lawrence. Like, I was so mad. It was unconscionable. I was like, I get it now. This is why these bitches are mad. Like, I get it. It's inconvenience and privilege. This world, like, Anyways, I'm seeing someone right now. I'm adjusted. I am, which is tough because I went through the pandemic. Most of the pandemic, I was really single because I went through a horrible breakup right before the pandemic hit. And it sucks because have you ever had that kind of breakup where it's so bad that even hearing that person's name triggers you, right? And it sucks because I didn't realize there were so many people named Daddy. And it was like, so everyone has at least one. It's so weird. I am seeing someone right now, though. He's so nice. I love him. He's a librarian. So sexy. I love a librarian. I know. A librarian's so hot. Thank you.
I like that. That's nice.
I did too. Love a librarian. Oh.
Love a librarian.
His safe word is shh. I think that's so cute. Love it. Yes. I'm like, overcharge my books. He's so nice. He's white, but he's the best kind of white, which is shorter than me. I feel like we can all agree. For those of you not laughing, I said what I said. I said what I said. I said what I said. So he's shorter than me. He's white, but he's very woke. He's super woke about the issues, which is nice. So I like to call him my white woker, which I thought was so cute. You know, like we have sex and I'm like, ooh, winter's coming. Like it's like so fun. He loves Game of Thrones.
I gotta write this down.
He's so fun. It's wild because it's been a year and a half now. So like it's like we're like now it's like we can say it's official, but for like a good year he was trying to not be official because men are trash, and he was really like, we're not, like he was like, let's find other ways. He was calling me my paramour, and I was like, is this a Jane Eyre novel? What's happening right now? Like paramour, what the fuck? Like at one point I was like, oh, I'm gonna come over to your place, we're gonna cook dinner together. And he's like, yeah, we're gonna come over, you're gonna cook dinner. This is an appointment, not a date, an appointment. What are you, my proctologist? What's happening right now? Am I gonna pencil in, okay, rectal exam at 5? Like what's happening? Rectal exam, get it? Because it's anal. So I am over it. Can men not be trash for like 1 year? It's 2021. Like we lost so much. Like
I lost so much.
cannot. He's nice. So he's like too healthy. He's like way healthier than I am, and it's a problem. Like he takes nature walks every day, and like he has a bike. He bike rides. He got me to buy a bike. I bought a bike. We bike ride together. Like he drinks water just to drink water. What? You're drinking water? What is this? He was like, I'm drinking water. And I was like, you don't have to swallow a Xanax? Why are you just drinking water right now? You're not nervous? You don't have to swallow an ecstasy pill? What's going on? This is so weird. He was like, water gives you energy. And I was like, that's Red Bull. What are you talking about? You're being so fucking weird right now. Stop it. He's very nice. It's weird because like he's white. And like I forget sometimes until he suggests like very white shit for us to do. So like for example, my birthday was on Juneteenth. Wonderful holiday. If you guys don't know, Juneteenth, Black people, we're free now. It's great. So for my birthday, he was like, hey, let's do something fun that we don't do normally. And I was like, okay, cool. Let's do something fun. So for my birthday, we went to upstate New York to go strawberry picking. Now let's break this down. For those of you who did not take critical race theory, okay? So for Juneteenth, you have a black man in a field on his birthday. What in the Brown versus Board of Ed is this? Like, what just happened right now? You got me sharecropping on my birthday. I'm singing Negro spirituals in the field now. I was like, wade in the water. Like, it was uncomfortable. Have you ever had to take an Underground Railroad on your date home from a fucking birthday? My boyfriend was like, where are you going? I was like, to freedom! Like, I can't do this anymore. I'm not gonna be in a fucking field on my birthday. Sweating my relaxer out. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm tired of online shit. I try to put on a brave face, but like honestly, this hat's getting hot. It gotta go. I'm sorry, it's gotta go. It's too hot up in here. I did an audition for a television show over Zoom. I didn't get it. That's why I'm here. But that's not the point. So I do this audition, and here's the thing: is that when you're auditioning over Zoom or any online platform, you think you're auditioning, but what's actually happening is that you're getting your apartment judged by casting directors. That's what's happening. Because I was like, okay, I'm going to find a nice spot in the room. This is going to look really classy. And I start reading my lines, and the casting director goes, I'm going to stop you because you don't water your plants, and it's very distracting. What's happening? I'm sorry, do you still own a VCR? Why do you own a VCR? I was like, can you mind your business? I'm poor. What do you want from me? And so the role was, he was like, okay, you're going to be playing a 25-year-old gay Black Republican from the South, and we need you to be like, can you do the black scent thing? And here's the thing. I was like, I cannot do the racism shit anymore. I was like, it's 2021. I'm not gonna play into the. Did you say it was 25? What 25? Stop trying to fuck me! Oh my god! Because I'm not 25. I'm almost 40 years old. I'm almost 40, which is crazy to even say out loud. Almost 40, and like I'm almost 40 because I own a dictionary and a thesaurus. Okay, this shit is real. I own a thesaurus right now. That's how you know. I'm not going to thesaurus.com. I'm literally like, bloop, gotta pull this shit out. Like, that is what's happening. I'm almost 40. I have encyclopedias in the back. Like, that's how you know my age. But it's crazy to be like almost 40 because like my parents, when they were almost 40, like they reached 40, they owned a house and they had 2 cars. They were accomplished. And like I'm almost 40 and I'm still at a cross section between man and fuckboy. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not working out. Like I still do cocaine, but now it gets trapped in my nose hair. And like I don't know how to fix that. Do I need a nose trimmer or a thinner straw? Like I'm not really sure anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like I still drink tequila, but I'm like, hold the salt. I have high blood pressure. Like I cannot take the chance anymore. I'm black. Sickle cell runs in the family. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I cannot take the chance anymore. It's wild. Like my friend was like, what's your savings account? And I was like, Venmo. Venmo is my savings account right now. My savings account is Venmo. It's not working out. Crazy. Because it's like I'm 40, I do own a car, but I'm like the brokest I've ever been owning this car. This car is like a child that I am still not sure that I want. Like thank God I can like maybe bring it back. Do you know what I mean? Like because it's like I just like I own this car and I'm just so broke. And I'm not like because I live in New York City, but people are like, oh, I'm so broke, but they're like New York City broke. They're not real broke. Do you know what I mean? Like when people are like, I'm so broke, I can't afford Kashi. Like, go fuck off. Do you know what I mean? Like, fuck your grains. I don't care. Have your regular shits. I can't have regular shits anymore. I can't afford it. Like, like I'm real broke. Do you know what real broke is? Real broke is when you fuck a guy and he gives you cab money, but then you walk home anyway. Like, that's where I'm at in my life right now. Doing like that's my retirement plan. I'm like I gotta fuck in the Bronx and live in Brooklyn. Like that's my plan right now. This is some wild shit. Oh boy. Okay, I gotta go. I will leave you guys on this thing that probably won't work. Okay, so I love that today's covered in chocolate day. I was like, oh, are you trying to say I'm sexy? Thank you. But I'm still on dating apps. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still on dating apps because I don't know if this relationship's gonna take. I don't know. But here's the thing: people shit on dating apps. I love dating apps so much. I love it. Because here's the thing about dating apps is that like they used to be shitty, but you all need to get on because of the names. The names alone is what's making the dating apps. Because I used to see names on dating apps that were like Cutie Pie 84, too vague. Okay. I recently saw a name. And the name was Black Lives Matter. All cops are bad. Also, I swallow. Like, they're doing everything. Give me this information. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I love this. I was like, okay, Malcolm XXX, let's do this. I hope you like fisting. Like, I'm into that. You guys have been so amazing. Thank you so much.
Yay! On a Thursday. Oh, that was good. You know, it's true. My husband and I, we met on online dating. I think we were, oh my God, I don't remember. It was over a decade. Plenty of Fish. No, was it Plenty of I don't know. I think it was Plenty. I don't remember. But his name was Matza Conpolio. And I was like, he's Hispanic and Jewish. I was like, all in. All fucking in. And congratulations, a librarian. Sexy. But, no pun intended, but does he like read a lot? Does he use big words a lot? Like, is he a wordsmith?
He reads a lot. He's more of a polesmith, but that's close enough. I'll say that.
Where did you just go with this, Calvin? Oh my goodness, this was so much fun, you guys. I mean, like, the world is shit right now. So I'm so thankful for all of you that showed up tonight, and I'm extremely thankful for these magnificent human beings. Be sure to follow them on all the platforms. Be sure to support virtual comedy. We're not going anywhere. We're still here. We're still here, and there might be glitches, There's glitches, as long as you have a strong team that improvises, you'll be fine.
Animals.
Love. But you guys, one more time, give it up for Miss Kelly Zemnikis, Miss Srilata Rajamini. No, I know how to say your name. Srilata Rajamini. Oh my God.
Start again.
I practiced this. I was like, because I've had so many people mess up my name that I'm like, no, you have to say their name correctly. So, Srilata Rajamini. I practiced that. I was like, don't you, even Kelly. When Kelly sent her name broken up, I was like, thank you. Thank you. Like, I'm a D- student and I grew up in Staten Island. Okay. And I was born in Columbia. Okay. So it's like, what? English language? I don't get it. I give it up one more time for Miss Calvin Cato, you guys. Thank you so much. Follow us on all the platforms. We will be back next month because, the numbers are going up. Thank you so much, you guys. Stay safe. Remember to have fun. Remember to always laugh. And wash your fucking hands.
Yes.
Good night, you guys.